This is where my class rocks it every day down here, so down in the basement. Today is assembly schedule. We have assembly today, so our classes are a little shorter. We're out of here at 24. So we thought with the shortened schedule that we would we would introduce you to a guest speaker that we have today. So with that said, this is Robyn. Hi, Robyn.
Hello, hi guys.
Okay, and she's going to talk to you about a program called Walking Tree. All right. As I look out there and I look at a bunch of 16, 17, 18-year-olds, I'm thinking, you know, if I was that age, and this afforded me some opportunities like Walking Tree would, I think it would be a good opportunity for you to take advantage of them. You know, there are certain things in life that you can only do when you're young. When you get older, get married, have kids, your possibilities get limited. So take advantage of things while you're young, okay? And Robyn's going to introduce some of those things to you. Being the good Wooster students that we are, we want to make sure that we are focused, paying attention, our cell phones are away, and that we give Robyn our undivided attention. So with that said, we get out here at 24, kind of turn off a couple of lights. Want you guys to think some really good questions to ask. And Mr. Blomquist, Mr. Wood, anything?
No.
Okay. All right. So without further ado, you guys, here is Robyn.
Thank you so much. How are you guys doing today? Great. So yeah, I'm going to talk to you guys about Walking Tree Travel. I'll tell you a little bit about who we are. I'll tell you a little bit about myself, and then I'll want to get to know you guys a little bit. And I have some cool videos to show later as well. So, Walking Tree Travel, we are a travel company, but we are a really unique travel company because we focus on traveling at a much deeper level than at a touristic level. So we are all about education through experience. So we really believe in bringing everything we learn in the classroom out into the fields and actually living and learning a lot of what we might hear or see about. So we really try to focus on creating all of our participants into active and conscious global citizens. So we really feel that through travel, we're able to feel more connected to the global community. We're able to see other lifestyles, and we're able to feel not only appreciative of all of the diversity, but feel a sense of responsibility for promoting it. So we do this by bringing students from all over America. We go to different countries, and we do community service, we do language and cultural immersion, and we also do homestays. Does anybody know what a homestay is? Yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. Where instead of staying at hostels and hotels, we also stay at people's homes, locals that welcome us into their houses. So all of our programs combine different sorts of experience, so you're not always staying in someone's home. But regardless, they're all really, really eye-opening and really incredible opportunities for high school students. And it's something really great to do before entering worlds beyond high school. It's kind of a great way to open up our eyes to what else is out there and what else we should be thinking about in terms of what we want to do with our lives. So I'll go to the next slide, please. Thank you. So before we go to any of our countries, we have very particular countries we go to. We have country directors and leaders that go there and become experts in that country. So this not only provides for a safe trip for all of our participants, but it also allows us to incorporate activities that are more off the beaten track. So this lowers prices, and it also really helps us to truly connect to the people and the places that we go to. Next slide. So my name is Robyn, as we said earlier, and I actually am from Florida. I recently moved out to California. And when I was in high school, I had a really amazing, really life-changing opportunity. And I went to Costa Rica for a month, and I lived with a local family, and we performed a community service project together. and I was able to see how beautiful and diverse other parts of the world are, and it was something that really resonated with me and really affected almost everything after that. I came back to the States and was really inspired by the trip, and I applied for college at University of Florida, where I was accepted, and I think a large part was because I was able to put this trip on my application, and it helped me to stand out as an applicant. And at University of Florida, I studied anthropology and sustainability studies. Does anybody know what anthropology is? Does anybody want to guess? Anthro means man, like humankind, and then ology is just the study of. So anthropology studies humans. It's a really awesome field. It's holistic, meaning that it looks at humankind through many different lenses. So, for example, there's cultural anthropology, which focuses on culture. There's biological anthropology, which looks more at a technical level, why our species has evolved into what it is, why our bodies are how they are, how our brain functions, and it looks at how we fit into the ecosystem that we live in. Every species and every plant, every animal is here for a very particular reason, to contribute and give back to the environment. So that's biological anthropology. There's also archaeology. Has anybody heard of that? Archaeology looks at past civilizations, so we look at artifacts and human bones. And then there's also, my personal favorite is linguistic anthropology. And linguistic anthropology focuses on language, and it helps us to understand how language shapes our whole perception of the world. Language is the most common and apparent form of expression and communication. So it's through language that we're able to really not only perceive the world, but share how we perceive it. So going with that theory, the more languages you know and the more languages you're exposed to, the more varied ways you'll be able to perceive the world. So this is really what's so amazing about traveling, is that the more places you go, the more landscapes you see, the more people you meet, you're really opening up your eyes into other lifestyles, and it's really helping you to appreciate all of the different diversity that's out there. So I also studied sustainability studies. Has anybody heard the term sustainability before? So sustainability is generally associated with the environment, and sustainability studies looks not only at how we can sustain our environment, but how we can sustain humanity and our civilization. So by sustain, I mean not destroy, not overuse. So we really look at the relationship between humans and environment. And that's something really incredible about traveling, is you're able to see how different environments really affect people on not only an individual basis, but on a larger societal basis. So I'm going to go to the next slide. And I want you guys to think in terms of how you view yourself and define yourselves and your communities, how you think the environment has shaped you guys and your place. So one way that I mentioned earlier was through language, through what language we speak. Can anybody think of other ways that the environment shapes us? There's a lot of ways. I can give you some examples. The last class, the first person mentioned food, which is a huge one. What was that?
Weather.
Yeah, weather is huge, definitely. And the weather dictates how we dress, what activities we do. Maybe different job opportunities. Yeah, so there's a ton of ways environment shapes us. You can click through a few times. It affects what we do, different activities we might do, hobbies we have. I'm sure some of you guys have done some hiking if you live out here. Back in Florida, we go to the beach a lot. Camping. So there's all different ways that the environment shapes us. Who we meet. And does anybody want to guess what that's a photo of? That top one? So yeah, a cave close. We're looking up at something. And I get all sorts of responses when I ask this question. Some people think it looks like a beehive. Yeah, it's the roof of a really famous church in Barcelona called La Sagrada Familia. And the architect who built it, his name is Gaudi, and I think it's a really incredible way to see how much nature has influenced the way he built and how much his place has influenced his design. All of his designs come from nature. And even beyond his design, you can see different environments allow you to build with different materials. So it's really cool to see that, and as you travel, you're able to really see how much a place influences everyone, not only what they do, but how they view what they do, which is a really cool concept. So, yeah, so our typical walking tree participant, students like you guys from all over the country, and we bring people together and you end up on a small group of about 15 to 20 students with 2 walking trip leaders, and you end up having a really incredible life-changing experience. So everyone chooses to go on these trips for different reasons, and everyone gets something really unique out of the experience. But yeah, next slide. Thanks. So why do you think, have any of you guys done any traveling before? Yeah, has it mostly been with your families? Yeah, so it's a very different experience traveling with your family and then traveling on a walking tree program. And I think it really allows you to build independence, build confidence, build communication skills when you're traveling on your own and traveling with new friends, or some people bring a friend on the trip, but it's a really amazing way to travel differently than how you do with your family. So do you guys have any reasons why you would be interested in traveling one day? Yeah.
Just because it's something different.
Yeah, that's really the basis of why we travel. We
Yeah.
want to seek something new and different.
Explore.
Yeah, definitely.
Is this during the summer?
Yeah. These programs are during the summer and also spring break. Does anybody else want to share something before I put on a video?
Juice, where'd you travel to?
I went to Kenya.
Wow, amazing. How was that?
It was really nice.
Cool. Probably really different from here, huh?
Definitely.
How long have you spent there?
I was there for at least a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Family.
great. Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. It's nice to be able to spend a longer amount of time somewhere and really get to understand the place. Cool.
Do you guys have certain places you guys go to, or you guys just travel?
Yeah, so I'm gonna put on the intro video and then I'll pull up a map and I can show you guys what countries we have trips that go to.
To get in it, do you have to like pay?
Yeah. So there's an application and there is a price involved in all of that, and I'm gonna go over some of those details after the intro video. So the video is 7 minutes. Yeah, so I'll do that and then I'll go over some of the details. So while the video's playing, I'm gonna pass around some sign-up sheets. So if anyone is interested in staying in touch with us and finding out more information about our programs, please feel free to sign up. And yeah, there's not a ton of time left, so I'll start passing those out now, and then after the video I can go over some of your questions and some more specific details of our trips.
Alright.
Cool. So the DVD's over here actually. Yeah, I guess.
Really?
Welcome to Walking Tree. As one of America's leading student travel organizations, our goal is to take you on one of the most incredible and memorable journeys of your life. A journey that will fuel your spirit for adventure, ignite your passion for exploration, and ultimately inspire you to become a global citizen by taking an active interest in the world around you. Walking Tree was founded by 3 childhood friends who, after college, began to travel the world. After many unforgettable adventures, learning to speak foreign languages, making friends, living with local families, working with small communities, and countless other life-changing experiences, Luke, Paul, and Gabriel realized they were onto something. They also realized they wanted to encourage more people to have similar experiences abroad, to travel as active members of the community rather than as tourists.
It's one of the best life experiences. And it's just a good life experience.
But you can't really understand the impact this place has on your life until you come and really live it. Seeing the way the villagers live and trying it yourself.
A real experience wasn't just this, come here and go back. It was living it, breathing it, soaking it.